What's going on, everyone? It's for YouTube, Playboy Gamer 16. Back with another video. Today's video, I did a little tier maker thing. You already know. Did the tier maker, and I just ranked some animes. Personally, some main shonen animes, some animes I've watched. I've started watching them. You know, just a general ranking, to be completely honest. So without further ado, follow me Twitch, Twitter, you know, Patreon description, all that business. Let's get all that out the way. First things first. The picture's probably a little blurry, so I mean, I'm gonna just go ahead, I'm gonna announce how I have it. First things first, I didn't have no D, E, F, or I didn't have any like really low ranked animes because my thing is if they were honestly that trash, I just did not put them on the list. Second, all right, so just going straight into, we got Boruto as C. Boruto is a C potential for the main fact that I thought it was, that anime, I really thought it was going to be fire, but it was really, it's a slice of life anime and it's kind of more or less a letdown half the time. That anime is a letdown. I really was expecting a lot more. Nothing to really be said about that one. Black Clover. Black Clover is fire. Black Clover is heat. That is a fire anime. That is a fire anime. Like, that anime is just straight fire. But the more I'm watching, the more the real main manga is starting to become more of an A rank anime in my eyes. But for the moment being, it's B rank for me. Next, we got Haiku, the volleyball anime. I wasn't really too fond of that anime. That's mainly why I gave that one a B. Wasn't really too fond of it. Fairy Tail, that is a B. There's nothing more to be said about that anime. Fairy Tail is a B, a hard B. That B is so hard that I don't even, it's a B. Running with the Wind, that little anime was low-key fire. For a sports anime, it was fire. I really like it. I don't feel like a lot of people are going to like it, but it's fire. I like that, Running with the Anime. I hate the way they ended it, though. I really wish they had more of a second season. But I hate the way it ended that, but the Neverland Promise, that anime is, I heard it's pretty good. I've only seen 2 episodes. So far, it's pretty decent as I'm watching it. Now, this basketball anime, I low-key wanted to put this basketball anime in A. Like, this is a B+ borderline A anime. Because it really takes basketball and takes basketball and basically just makes it like, it puts it in an anime format and like basically got superpowers and stuff. It's crazy. It's goofy. The anime is probably tough. The anime is really tough. I like the anime. That anime is beyond tough. Next, going up to the A class, we got Inuyasha. Inuyasha was a tough anime. It was fire anime. It was a tough fire anime. My thing about it is I never peeped as, though looking back on Inuyasha, it was low-key a love story the whole time. Nothing more to be said about that. Bleach. Bleach is an A ranked anime for the simple fact that the way it ended. If it never ended the way, if it ended how it's supposed to end in the manga, it would be S class E's. But the way it ended that last arc, I was so disappointed. I was so let down. Nothing more to be said. A rank. Next we have One Punch Man. One Punch Man is definitely an A rank anime. Soon to be S class anime, definitely A rank. If the anime if the anime's not finished right now, I gave it currently an A just because we don't know how it might flop and like end up like Bleach. You never know. Might be amazing. Hunter x Hunter is low-key an S rank anime. Only reason I gave it an A is because it's not finished. It's not finished. When it's finished, I'll move it up. But for the time being, since it's not finished, I'll give it an S. I give it an A. Personally, one of my favorite animes. I can rewatch a lot of arcs in that anime, except the Chimera Ant arc, which is a lot of people's favorites, but I personally don't like that one a lot. Next, we got My Hero. My Hero, no doubt, will be an S rank anime. No doubt will that anime be an S rank anime. We just gotta wait for it to finish. When it finishes, I'll move it up easily. No questions asked. Next, we got Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho. Oh my gosh, that anime, that was a sleeper. That one's a sleeper A class right there. That's a sleeper A class. I was not expecting that much heat from that anime. That's a sleeper S class. That's a sleeper S class. That is a sleeper S class. It might be S class one day, but for the moment, since it's not finished, it's A rank. Next, we got JoJo. I've only seen a little bit of JoJo, so I'm not 100% on it sold yet. I'm gonna continue watching more, but I'm not 100% sold on it yet. Next, we got Samurai Champloo. That anime that's a sleeper anime. I don't think anyone really thought that anime was gonna be as good as it was. But that anime it's amazing. That anime is amazing. It's amazing. It's a good watch. You should definitely watch it if you want to. It's definitely a good watch. Now moving on to S rank animes. We got Shippuden, Naruto Shippuden, S rank. I say even though with all that filler, it's still an S rank. It's pretty amazing. S rank anime, no doubt. OG Dragon Ball. I'm putting that as S rank because for the simple fact of like, it's Dragon Ball. You gotta pay a homage, even if it's not S rank in this fact. I mean, I've been personally seen it. I've honestly tried watching it, but I think it's a little boring, to be honest. But it's S rank just because you gotta pay homage to it. Next we got Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is no doubt an S rank anime. Dragon Ball Z, we all know the Saiyan arc, Frieza arc, Cell arc. The Buu arc is kind of like a little bit of a so yeah, that's an easy S rank. One Piece, I actually fell off with this anime. It's actually, I low-key want to give it an A, but it's an S rank anime. It's an S rank anime. I low-key fell off. I used to watch it all the time. I don't watch it anymore. I fell off. Pokemon is S rank anime. Who doesn't know Pokemon is an S rank anime? Everybody knows Pokemon is an S rank anime. That is just an S rank anime, and everyone knows that one. Everybody knows that's an S rank anime. Naruto, oh my, the OG Naruto, that's S rank. Naruto, OG Naruto is S rank. That is S rank. That's S rank. S rank. No need to be said. Only thing I can say about that anime is I just feel like there were a lot more clues that Naruto would have known the fourth Hokage was his dad. Watching that anime, I really feel like there was more clues. I really do. Kind of blew me. But yeah, I move rolling on right next to the last one. We got Full Metal Alchemist. If we're saying Brotherhood's an S. The original, no, that's an A. Alright, so that's all for on this list. Some honorable mentions I got. Yu Yu Hakusho. I believe I would put that in the A tier. I haven't personally seen it, but I've heard it's really good. I personally would put that in the A tier. Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super is going in the A tier. What else? There's some other animes. I say that's really about it for those. I mean, I can't think of any other ones that I would potentially think of putting on here that I didn't put on. Tokyo Ghoul. I hear that's a good one. A. For the moment being, that new anime was a Demon Slayer. I'll put that in the B rank for the simple fact that it's a newer anime. The newer animes I kind of put more in the B rank tier. Yeah. I'll put the B rank animes that haven't really proved themselves yet in the B rank tiers. If they prove themselves and they're pretty good, I'll put them in the A tier. I wouldn't say any of these newer animes are S tiers yet, just for the simple fact that they're not like finished. I think that's all. If I have any more in the comment, if I have any more, I'll leave in the description. That's all for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe.